Hey guys, it is Hunter Joan here, and after the World Cup of Hockey Day One, sorry guys, it's a little bit concerning. Canada blew up the Czech Republic. That was the second game. I'm gonna review the first game later. I didn't really watch it, but it's kind of expected. Canada was gonna blow out a team. They're basically a powerhouse. Scoring wise, they're amazing, and it's going to set up a very good game against the U.S. Why would that set up a very good game against the U.S.? Well, here's why. Because they got upsetted by Europe. I'm just letting that sink in there for a minute. Okay. Why on earth would that happen? Where a team that was put together just to get Kopitar in the tournament beats a team of people who played together for years in the Olympics or in championships. Why? Basically, now we're in a do or die situation where if we actually screw up and lose to Canada now, we're not going to probably make that playoff round. So, the goals were completely almost every goal is almost like a breakaway pretty much. The third goal had a breakaway, but they stopped it and then somehow went in. But majority of the goals were basically the defense was completely not near where the offense was, and then they scores. Two men passing plays almost every single time, except the third one. But it was ridiculous. They played awful. USA was getting shots, but they seemed to like. Yeah, it's not like the team wasn't like designed to beat Canada. They were like, you beat Canada in the pre-tournament game. Now you could say it's a pre-tournament game, but that's the exact same roster as a World Cup tournament. How on earth are you not beating Europe? How? Dustin Buffin was scratched. I have no idea if that would probably have an impact on that game, but I would probably not have him scratch next game, see if it has a message. I don't know. This was insane. This shouldn't have happened. But everyone's saying, oh, Europe's just a good team. If they beat Canada, then I can take that. But I don't think that will happen. Because you beat US, yeah, you beat the Czech Republic, and now they're in the playoff spot out of nowhere. And then North America be in the playoff spot, and then the two random teams they put together are in an international tournament playoffs, which we will probably all hate because it's not really international then. Well, it is continents, not countries. And there'll be only two countries. And if they get upsetted, we have a North America versus Europe final, and then North America will probably win that. I don't want that. So let's hope USA actually wins a game against Canada and beats the Czechs, and hope that Europe doesn't go 3-0, which won't happen because they're going to be facing Canada and they'll ruin that. But other than that, unless Canada just doesn't care because they clinch, no. And why would that ever happen? If USA is back in it, then surely Canada wants to clinch and they'll try to beat Europe. So you got to put Europe in the position, not Europe, Canada in the position where they have to earn it again, because now you got to earn it. You have a rough road. And this was funny because everyone was for building this team to the 1996 World Cup. I never got to see that World Cup, but just looking at that roster, it was good, and I think it was a good World Cup in general. I watched the documentary in NHL. They were milking this thing dry, and then in the end of the documentary, they put a pit of the World 2016 World Cup players with all their jerseys and stuff, and then yeah, they acted like this team could be like that. It's not like that, not even close. It was that bad where Brett Hall roasted them on ESPN. Really, just roasted them. He basically just said he's 52 years old and he can get a hat trick at this point. That's kind of telling you the guy who won that tournament is not happy with this team. This is a tournament where you can't afford to lose one, because if you lose one, it could screw you over in the long run. This could come back and haunt them. So now we're at that position. I have no idea what they have to do. They have to step it up. They have to bring their sharp game, because now you're facing a team that's basically a 50-50 matchup. Or maybe I should say 70-40, I should say. Because basically, Canada has the favorites to win. If you beat the favorites, I'm going to be fine, because I have a feeling you guys will beat the Czechs. Hopefully you beat the Czechs. I don't know if they will, if they can't beat Europe. What do you think? I don't know if they're going to beat Canada. if they can't beat Europe, I don't think they'll beat Canada. I actually think they'll. Hopefully, they beat Canada. I'm going to predict them to beat Canada because this team is going to come off a loss and they want to prove something. So I actually think they'll beat Canada. But at the same time, what makes us think that's going to happen if you can't even beat a team that's just thrown together? Guessing a team that's played each other for years. That's all I have to say. Sorry for the lack of uploads. Really, nothing has been said. I might make a video on Alexander Ovechkin Olympics. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, the NHL season will start. Well, it will start soon, and then news will come in. Maybe we'll make a news weekly thing. I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually. We'll keep up to date with anything happens in the World Cup still, like today, which was a complete joke. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.